it's just, I don't know.
So was that a little bit of a process to find?
Oh.
how many insurance companies did you have to go through?
Well, I went through, I don't know how many I went through. I went through about 6 or 7 altogether. Most of them wouldn't
even touch it.
No, wouldn't touch it. As soon as they found out the roof needed replaced, they, they say, well, give me a call back when you got the roof replaced. And they tell me, I haven't even got $13,000 and I can't seem to be able to borrow it from anybody. So how am I going to get the roof replaced? So.
That's a tough spot to be in. And so how long did you say that you've owned the house here?
I've only owned the house about a year and a half, actually.
About a year and a half.
Yeah.
Okay. Gotcha.
I bought this house basically because my niece was in a maritable situation.
Okay.
And she needed to get away from her ex.
Oh, okay.
So I bought this place to get her completely away from him.
Well, that was really nice that you could that you did that for her, and that you could provide a safe place for them to.
I spent all my money to buy this place.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Well, that means a lot that you are willing to take all that money, buy a safe place for them, and provide them a home, and make sure that they're protected and taken care of.
She likes the place and everything, so and the kids are enjoying it.
Well, good.
And that's the whole thing, they've been happy here. And I was in the Marine Corps.
Okay.
Most of my family's been in the Navy, and I was one of the ones that said, I didn't want to go in the Navy. Since all my family was there, I figured, hell, I'll go in the Marine Corps. And then, that was a chore. I found out it's the old Corps, not the new Corps they got now. Everything's changed because, man, in the old Corps, you didn't cross your commanders and stuff.
Yeah.
Nowadays, you can talk back to them and everything else, and they can't hardly do anything. I got a hit. When I graduated from boot camp, I had a bandage across the top of my head where I got hit with the end of a rifle.
Really?
by the junior drill instructor. He hit me with the end of the rifle because my head didn't move, but my eyes went from being in front to look to the side, and he saw it, and he clobbered me with a rifle. You don't. In the old days, man, you didn't fool with those guys, man.
Yeah.
My senior drill instructor was Golden Glove boxing champion, Marine Corps boxing champion.
Wow.
My senior drill instructor was judo karate. My junior drill instructor was a runner-up Golden Gloves boxing champion. So I had 3 guys that, they could beat the living daylights out of you. And there was no crossing those guys, I'll tell you. My senior drill instructor at judo, he had one guy underneath one of those places where, you go to the ball game and you get up in these stands, the ones you have to put up. He had one guy underneath there where every time he came up, he hit his head on the seat, and he dared that guy to swing at him. He dared him, boy. He said, swing, man. Man, it would have only took one hit with him, and he'd have been down, And when I met his daughters, both of them black belts.
Wow.
You don't fool with them. You try anything with them and you were in a lot of trouble. That's all there was to it. But that was when we graduated. We actually got to meet them all and talk to them. And they were really nice guys, but when you were there for training, they didn't quote anything. Like the guys, like he said, when you're in combat, you can't afford to be any other way than the way you are. You got to be ready to fight, and you can't turn around and run. And we were ordered, you're in combat and your buddy turns and runs, you're to turn and shoot him. You're to shoot him right on the spot. Because he's no good to, like you said, he's no good to you. He's no good to you. So like all the Marines, when we got in combat, we turned an attack into an attack. You know, if they attacked us, we'd turn the thing around and charge them and turn the whole thing around. So we were trained hard, and their main thing was basically with the rifles and stuff. You know, pre-qualing with rifles. Boy, they don't like a non-qual on a rifle range. They do not like it at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
I was a rifleman, so that I had an advantage because my dad was a police officer.
Okay.
So I learned to shoot before I got in the Marine Corps. Then, you know, I was in the Marine Corps during the Vietnam era, and I was in Airedale. I was in the Marine Air Division.
Okay.
I flew A4 Skyhawks and F4 Phantoms.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
So we our job basically was to protect the soldiers on the ground.
Okay.
You know, they call for air support. We'd go in and help them out. We'd drop bombs and napalm and everything else we could drop on them so that our boys could get out of where the jam that they were in.
Okay.
But you had to watch it because, you know, you're in the air.
Yeah.
You don't know where they are on the ground. You're only going by a forward observer that's telling you where to drop. And if he's wrong,
you're...
oh, it's happened.
Yeah.
But we've had guys drop bombs on their own men, you know, and it's not their fault, you know, but they take it hard.
Well, I'm sure, because that's a...
We had one captain that refused to fly after he dropped.
Dropped in the wrong place.
Dropped in the wrong place because the ground control man gave him the wrong coordinates.
Oh man.
You know, that's a bad thing, man.
Yeah.
So I was in the Air Corps. I enjoyed it. I liked it.
How many years were you part of that?
I was 4 years.
4 years.
Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah, I learned to fly and everything. We were a special division.
Okay.
We trained pilots how to fly.
Okay.
We were like a teaching group. Actually, we started training at the time of the Vietnam War. We were taking chopper pilots and putting them in fixed wings aircraft, and we had to teach them how to handle a fixed wing aircraft because they were used to just controls of going up and down, not with a stick that you just move it a little bit and that baby takes off, you know. So it's not like a chopper.
It's a whole different ball game.
It is a whole different ball game. Dropping bombs is the same way.
Yeah.
So we were down in Rosie Rose. That's where we dropped most of our live ordnance because there's an island, a deserted island out there that they use for target practice.
Okay.
And that's. Well, they say once a Marine, always a Marine, and I believe that because I've always been.
It stays in your blood.
Oh, it does.
Yeah. That's pretty neat.
You don't. Hey, in the old days, man, you didn't fool with those guys, man.
Yeah.
My senior drill instructor was a Golden Glove boxing champion, Marine Corps boxing champion.
Wow.
My senior drill instructor was judo karate. My junior drill instructor was a runner-up Golden Gloves boxing champion. So I had three guys that, you know, they could beat the living daylights out of you. And there was no crossing those guys. I'll tell you, my senior drill instructor, judo, he had one guy underneath one of those places where, you know, you go to the ball game and you get up in these stands, you know, ones you have to put up. He had one guy underneath there where every time he came up, he hit his head on the seat, you know, and he dared that guy to swing at him. He dared him, boy. He said, "Swing, man." Man, it would have only took one hit with him, and he'd have been down, you know. And when I met his daughters, both of them black belts.
Wow.
You don't fool with them. You try anything with them and you were in a lot of trouble. That's all it was to it. But, that was when we graduated. We actually got to meet them all and talk to them. And they were really nice guys, but when you were there for training, They didn't quote anything. Like the guy, like he said, you know, when you're in combat, you can't afford to be any other way than the way you are.
William, we've got something that we want to give to you today. You're going to be the first recipient of our RoofX for Troops. We're going to be giving you a free roof.
Something I need, I know that.
It was pretty neat to hear your story, and we really appreciate your service. So we're excited to gift this roof to you.
I appreciate it, I really do.
Thank you again for your service, and
Thank you.
yeah, absolutely.
Why are you guys all here?
Yeah, so we're here because you guys are getting a brand new roof on your house for free.
Yay!
Are you excited? That's awesome.
Go, hey, Jersey, go get your mom.
Want to go see if your mom wants to come take a picture? Wants to come take a picture? Want to go tell her about everything?
Come on.
Yeah!
All right.
Go
I
take,
like the roof today!
Jersey, go get your mom.
Oh, she might be
Oh, there
coming
she
out.
is. Well, we're super excited to let you guys know that you guys are going to be getting a free roof, part of our RoofX for Troops
Thank
program.
you.
So-
Thank you! Oh my
Josie,
God.
come here. I'm sorry I haven't been home in like 24 hours.
Oh,
So.
that's totally fine. So,
Josie, come here.
We've only
Oh my God, the roof!
we've only been
here's
working
Mom.
on that for over a year.
Oh my God, the roof!
Yeah,
trying to get
a
the
roof.
it's been tough.
I'm not going there.
Nobody wants to help.
I'm not going there.
Was there? Did you apply for quite a few programs, or?
About 4 programs,
Mommy,
VA,
you
and
look better now.
nobody seems to want to help.
Mommy, you should look
Or everybody's out of money.
A little better, but
Yeah.
That's it. They either don't have any money left, or they just, well, like VA never has answered.
Yeah. Now that can be really frustrating, can't it?
So I just figured VA just decided they didn't want to do it.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. Well, we're excited to get this taken care of for you guys before the snow starts flying. That way, you guys can have
That's
peace of
amazing.
mind and know that you're taken care of this.
Hey, I want golden roof.
What'd you say?
Golden.
Gold roof.
I like
Me
the way
too.
you think.
Reach for the stars, buddy.
Well, very good. Well, if you guys, maybe we could grab a picture with you guys holding the check,
Okay.
and then Stuart's gonna help you guys maybe
Come here,
pick out a
Jersey.
color, and we'll get the ball rolling for you. Does that sound good?
Yeah.